Duncan Holder, hour number 2 on a Thursday, February 1st. Jim Derry sitting in for Jeff Duncan. Clyde Verdant's here. Dave's back at the iHeart Studios as we're at our NOLA.com Times-Picayune Studios. And pleased to join his second rendezvous on Duncan Holder is Carl Nicks, Saints Hall of Famer Carl Nicks, All-Pro guard Carl Nicks. Carl, appreciate you jumping on the show, and I kind of explained what we were doing, kind of bringing the band back together. I had Jermon Bushrod on yesterday, have you today. I'm going to have Jabari Greer and John Stinchcomb on tomorrow. I said, you know what, since the Saints aren't in the Super Bowl, damn it, we're going to relive y'all's win. So how are you reliving this thing with us?
Oh, thanks for having me.
Yeah, exactly. We got to, like I said, we got to bring the band back together. But no, just when you can kind of sit back and reflect on that season and just getting through to the ultimate promised land, the Super Bowl, historic in New Orleans, never been done before, considering everything that the city had gone through, and then just kind of this team coming together that year. Just what are some of the things that stick out to you in the journey of being able to win Super Bowl 44?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that sticks out is just how close we all were. You know, a lot of times coaches say, you got to buy in, and, you got to believe in the system. But I think it starts with the players just being like genuine friends. We work together and we got a job to do, and not every time everyone's gonna be buddy, but for this some reason everybody was so cool with everybody, and that really helped us, I think, especially towards the end when it got tough.
And when you were in Super Bowl week, Jermon said, look, you guys went out Monday night, got it out of your system, and then kind of got back down to business the closer you got to the game. But what were the challenges of kind of dealing with the week and the hype? Because, NFC division round, additional media come around, NFC title game, additional, and then when you've got to go off-site to a place you're not familiar with, and you're dealing with mountains and mountains of hype and attention surrounding it. What were the challenges of sorting through that?
Yeah, the biggest challenge is the media. You get 10 times more media than you'll ever get. Your main guys, like, your quarterbacks, your running backs are going to get their shine, but this week, Super Bowl week, they're talking to the centers, they're talking to the deep tackles, they're talking to, not the guys they're not normally given a lot of time to, and, you're in a different city, and it's very overwhelming. But I think Coach Payton did a good job with us of just really trying to get us back to, like, that training camp mode. So we would go so hard in practice, and we'd hear Colts would be in helmets and shorts. We're in full pads the whole week, really, banging. I think that kind of made it a little normal for us. So, like, when all the hoop going on around us, we were really just like, gosh, we got this 3-hour practice, and it's out here, ties, Miami, like, this is crazy. But, that really kind of helped us, like, focus in and not get caught up in all the hype.
Carl, Jim Derry here. Talk a little bit. What's life been like for you after football? And I know when you play football, as long as you have 6 years in the NFL and college career in high school, and you go all those years in a row with playing football, what has it been like for you without football?
Yeah, at first, you kind of shocking because you're used to the schedule and you're used to just doing things a certain way every day. But, I get to spend so much time with my family, and I had a plan going out, so it wasn't like, I was like, gosh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And the transition for me has been relatively, great, actually. And just the time that I can spend with my kids, like right now, I'm actually trying to get all their sports schedules, organized from Little League to AAU, just so, I know what they're doing. But to me, that's great and that's fun. You know what I mean? I'm so involved in my kids and my wife and my parents. It's a blessing to be able to, done what I've done in the football field and transition to just, soccer dad / owner of a company / just happy camper. You know what I mean? This is great.
Any plans to get back in football some sort of way, whether it be coaching or mentoring or whatever?
Yeah, so this next football season, I'm going to coach in high school in my hometown. I'm just going to coach the offensive line. And, I've been coaching youth football for the last couple of years, just kind of dabbling in it. And, you know, I love coaching. I love seeing young ones learning techniques. And anytime you got a former NFL player that's, you know, wanting to come back and coach, you know, the sky's the limit as far as opportunity for these kids, you know, and they can take advantage of some of the stuff that I know and get back to my hometown. And I'm still in football. So, yeah, that's what I plan on doing.
Carl Nix, Super Bowl winner, All-Pro, Saints Hall of Famer, joining us right here on Dunc and Holder. Carl, do you still wonder if Sean Payton was crazy when he decided to call the onside kick in the Super Bowl? Because I still think he's a little crazy for it, a little bit.
No, you know what? I don't think it was crazy. I think the word is, I don't know if I can say it, ballsy.
You just did, and we're in. Let's do it.
When he said it during the practice week, we all kind of looked at him, and, you know, he was super confident, you know, he had a little swagger to him about it, and we're like, okay, like, this is going to work. Like, he convinced us this was going to work, and no matter what the situation, we were going to do it. And then in the halftime, he said we were going to do it. We all kind of looked at each other, and then we kind of got fired up. I'm like, yeah, we're going to get this ball back. And it worked. And he just looked like a genius in our eyes, so.
He was that day for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And just when you win, I mean, just the euphoria, you know, I've talked with you last time you were on, and I always, you've got the best quote ever after a Super Bowl on planet Earth, and I will say that until the day I die. It was tremendous. But just your exuberance, just the confetti's falling down, you're a Super Bowl champion. Just relive that moment for us.
It's unreal. It's like, you know, you're in shock almost. Like, it's like you're watching it through someone else's eyes. You're just kind of floating around. And it's just people are celebrating. People are crying. There's confetti. People are just, all your family members rushing to the field. You got grown men just, like, hugging each other. Just, it's unreal. And it's, I don't know. I'll never forget that, you know, that last hour when I was just on the field after the game was over. I'll never forget it.
And did you really go to Disney World?
No, eventually I did, but not like
oh, gosh. But we talked with Jermon about the parade and how you guys had to make like a pit stop and jump off the float and go buy some adult beverages and fight through the crowd. Just what are some of the fun things that you guys did? Because, of course, a parade in New Orleans in Mardi Gras season, it's going to be unlike any other victory parade on planet Earth.
Yeah, you know, I'm from California, and, you know, I've heard of Mardi Gras, and I've been, but, I mean, when I was on that float, I've never seen so many people, and everybody was just dancing, and like you said, me and Bushrod, we got hungry about 2 hours into it. We hopped out, everybody's doing high fives. I think it was like a hot dog stand, or like, I forget what it was, and we ended up ordering like 20 hot dogs, and, you know, they gave it all to us, and, like, we hopped back on the bus, and it was amazing, and we just went through the crowd, and we could just feel the energy of just everybody just, you know what I mean? It was just such a great feeling.
It didn't really matter what food it was, did it, Carl?
No, it didn't. The fact that we were just out there, and oh my God, I've never been a part or seen anything like that in my life.
Well, hey, Carl, look, appreciate you jumping on the show once again. Always great fun talking with you. Good luck with everything. Good luck. You're selling houses, right? Selling houses and.
Yeah, actually, I'm in commercial real estate.
Commercial real estate, right? Right.
Yeah.
So good luck with all that. Good luck with high school football. Good luck with your family, the kids. Awesome to catch up with you as always. Appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah, thank you for having me. You guys have a good one.
You got it.
Thank you.
That's Carl Nix, former Saints All-Pro, Saints Hall of Famer, Super Bowl winner. Carl is, I say it every time I bring it up.
Hot dog stand marauder.
Yeah, right.
Because you know what I want now is, like, I want every other person that we have, every other Saint that we have coming on the show between now and tomorrow. The only thing that I want linking all of them outside the Super Bowl is them talking about this hot dog stand. They all went to
hot dog.
Stop.
Get it?
Get it?
Yeah.
See,
Well,
I write for a living.
Stinch would be on that float. I don't know what Jabbar agreed, but Jabbar's going to have a different story because he was on a different float.
But you never know, though. I mean, being like, yeah, and I saw the guys all get off on the float one time to go get, I don't know, was it some hot dogs or something? And literally, I'm going to probably get a snippet of all those, put those together.
I just wanted them to go get like some daiquiris or just go off and get.
They
stop.
It was a
Lucy's
family-friendly show, man.
No, they stop at Lucy's and go get Jaeger bombs, man, because the parade went right by Lucy's.
Shout out to Lucy's, man.
Of course.
Shout out to Lucy's.
Isn't it cool though to hear them talk about like seeing all the people and them kind of being in awe? I mean, football players aren't really in awe of a lot of things.
They shouldn't be.
I mean,
they're bigger than everyone.
Exactly. I mean, they walk through their approach all the time, and for them to like get on that float and to see something that most of them hadn't seen, and to see all the people out there that anyone that's ridden on a Mardi Gras float knows what it's like to see all those people, and then through my years of riding, and you make certain turns, and you're not even throwing, you're looking to see who's out there, and it's cool for them to like see that and be in that kind of awe, I guess.
And I think to Larry's point, from what we talked about yesterday, I think it'll be interesting, especially next year. And I wonder if this is maybe a question we can ask tomorrow, but I wonder if, like, at any point those guys sit around and think about what they did for the city at that point in time. Like, do they really understand the full gravitas of
I think that's
what they were able to do?
I think they do probably more now than they did then.
Yeah,
because you're so far away from it, and then especially going into the 10-year anniversary of it next year, of like, has there been any point like either getting a bunch of guys or most of the guys sitting in a room and like asking them like, from then to now, do you look at it differently, and do you understand maybe the full weight of what that entire parade was, just a microcosm of what like the entire state and Saints fans across the country, Saints fans across the world were feeling after 5 years after Katrina happened.
Yeah, I think
it's pretty monumental.
Yeah, I think they realize it more now, and especially like someone who wasn't from here, just like say a Jermon Bushrod or a Carl Nix, and you get here, they were drafted. What, Bushrod was in 2007.
Yeah.
Carl Nix was in 2008. So they were still around when not everything was still functional yet.
Well, that's even a better question tomorrow for John Stinchcomb.
Exactly, because he went to San Antonio. Actually, he was hurt. He had torn his patella, I think, that training camp, and so he was basically out for the year. But he was moving around, and he might have been even more detached. He might have been in Atlanta or something. I forget. And then, so it's certainly interesting, but it's certainly something better than having everyone talk about the Super Bowl that's coming on right now. So forget it. So why don't we take a break right here on the show? Don't forget, let's see, 11:30, we're going to have on our own Herbie Tiopi talking Super Bowl 52.
How many more interviews?
Today's a crazy show. Don't forget, Clyde, as you were alluding to, tomorrow we're going to have on Jabari Greer. We're going to have on John Stinchcomb as well tomorrow. But today, in about 11 minutes, we'll have our own Herbie Tiopi. Of course, covers the Saints for NOLA.com. And then in about 25 minutes, he has escaped jury duty. The voice of the Tulane Green Wave, Todd Graffinini. We will relive his call of misery, even though Tulane
we're ending with him. Of course, we're going to end with him.
And don't forget who's coming on at 12:05.
That not on our show. Omar Asha is not. We're not on the air anymore.
Sorry.
And shout out to St. Martin, who has just crowded and stormed our studio. They're going to take over.
They don't want to clap because they're young. It's fine.
Take over the show. You'll probably
Saints.
do a better job than us. All right, we'll be back here. Sports 1280 NOLA.com, the iHeartRadio app. Dunc and Holder. Hello.